Hello,
Recording.
welcome back. No, fuck off, Michael. That's
I was
God
repeating
damn it. How long did that take? 2 seconds. Oh, right. Take two. Hello, welcome back to Crushing Sounds. My name is Chris. That's Mike and that's Ruben. It's that time of the month again. Oh, wait, no, it's not. We're not talking about albums this time. We're bringing you our favorite video of the year to make. We are going to talk about this year's lineup for Bloodstock Festival, who we are excited for, who you all should be excited for, and of course, comment down below on who we've missed and who you think people should check out. This is always a blast. I love doing this. Fucking love Bloodstock. How excited are you two?
I'm pretty excited. It's
Hell
it's
yeah.
getting it's getting closer and closer.
It's
Yeah.
one hell of a lineup this year.
Yeah.
Cannot fucking wait. Cool. So what we like to do, how we like to structure this is we go one day at a time, start from the main stage, work our way down, then move on to the next day. Slight change this time though, because for some reason the New Blood bands have not been, well, all bar six of them have not been added to any day on the lineup yet. They just exist on the poster, so we have no idea when any of the New Blood bands are playing, which is rather irritating. And I don't know what logistical behind the scenes things are going on, which means that they can't do that yet. But please sort that out quickly, Bloodstock. I need to get it into my schedule. So what we'll do once we've done all 3 days and the stages that have been announced, we'll then do a special New Blood all in one, where I go through every band announced on the New Blood and tell you which ones I think you should check out wherever they may fall over the course of the weekend. So, without further ado, let's see if Zoom will share this video smoothly. As always, with Bloodstock, we're arriving on the Wednesday this year.
Yes.
However, music, as always, starts on the Thursday evening and kicking us straight off with Acid Age. They played, I think, the New Blood last year because Bloodstock now have introduced a tradition where one New Blood band from the year will then play the Sophie stage the following year, usually on the Thursday. We've got Acid Age. I've checked out a few of their songs. They're really, really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited for these
Yeah.
guys actually.
Yeah, they're cool. Kind of like, was it thrashy jazz? Something like
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
it's kind of, that's kind of paraphrasing a bit, but yeah, that's really cool.
The only other, well, I've got two other Thursday bands I'm excited for.
Okay.
Anyone excited for Tailgun or South of Salem?
Tail
I'm
Gunner for
excited
sure.
for yeah, Tail Gunner. It's just old school kind of
Yeah.
Nawabum-ish heavy metal.
Little bit thrashy.
Yeah.
Uh
They
yeah,
must be named after that Iron Maiden track.
they have to be. Yeah.
Yeah, which I appreciate 'cause it's an underrated song from an
Yeah.
underrated album.
Yes. And I'll die on that hill.
Which album's that?
Justice
Remember
for No Prayer for the Dying. I mean, it's called No Prayer for the Dying. I'm just saying justice for No Prayer for the Dying.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Very underrated album, that one. The title track especially is really good.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough.
anyway, Tail Gunner, band. A lot of fun. That should be really good.
Next band though, Hell Ripper.
Yes.
Fuck yes. This is gonna be amazing. One of the best albums of last year. It was
Mm.
fucking so fucking good. Cannot wait to see this one on the Thursday. It's gonna be a riot.
Yeah, gunning to be one of my highlights of the entire weekend. Like the track All Hail the Goat has become one of my favorite songs of the last like few months when I started listening to Hell Ripper. It's fucking awesome. It's like Venom but thrashy as fuck. It's brilliant. It's so good.
Pretty much, yeah. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Very, very excited for them. I'm really excited for Evergrey. I don't know about the
Mm.
rest of you guys. They're really, really good modern metal with kind of an epic thematic to it. Basically, it's quite grand. It's quite bold, and it's really, really catchy and a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, it's not skinned. I'm not losing my mind like I was last year. But this should be fun to duck in for a little bit, see how it goes. I like Evergrey. It should be a lot of fun. And then of course, legal bin jousting.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
it's Silent
the
Disco
silent
that night.
disco that
Yeah.
night.
So
So
we
I
should
don't.
definitely check that out.
So it's silent disco on the Thursday, extreme folk power metal night on Friday, Saturday is Blood Rave. Sunday is the and I think Second Silent Disco, maybe, I'm not sure. And Sunday is Farewell DJ night. So basically, Saturday's my only chance to see legal binge jousting because
Yeah,
I don't really like the Blood Rave much, but a lot of people clearly do because they've brought it back. So if you enjoy
Yeah.
that, go enjoy it.
I actually think there'll be some form of bin jousting on the Wednesday. It will happen.
it's gonna
And then
happen.
they'll
Yeah,
cancel all of it for the rest of the festival.
I am so intrigued as to how this is going to go down because you know what's going to happen is the people will do illegal street bin jousting, and then
Yeah.
they'll move it and they'll shut it down and say, if you want a bin joust, there's perfectly good legal bin jousting over there.
But it's not as
but
fun when you're allowed to do it.
also they said like it's immediate ejection from the festival. There's going to be people that A don't listen to that or B didn't
Yeah.
know that that was now the rule, so they're going to
Yeah.
try and do some bin jousting and then get ejected.
I wouldn't be surprised if they eject the first few people that do it, but then after that it's just bedlam. It's like we can't stop
Yeah.
all these people. Or they'll do what I think was it 2017, where after Friday they just hid the bins.
Yeah,
They just hid them,
yeah.
and then
But
that
like,
was it.
how do you define like are they gonna say the person riding on the bin or they get kicked out? People pushing the bin. If
People
I
watching it, like
yeah,
encouraging it, like
the security aren't gonna come along and eject like 60 people in one go. They're just gonna have a fucking riot. So I don't think they're gonna eject anyone, to be honest with you.
Do you know what Glastonbury did when bin jousting kicked off? They
fuck off.
took
Did bin jousting happen at Glastonbury?
they took the lids off, and that put a stop to it.
Well,
Genius. Just
yeah,
take the lids off.
You know what you get then, which is much worse though, is massive swarms of wasps.
You get
I
quite a
don't I
few.
don't want wasp stock.
You get quite a few wasps at Bloodstock though, so
I'd
you,
like Wasp, the band at Bloodstock. I don't
yeah,
want
I'd see
Wasp
that. I'd see that.
insects. Yeah,
But anyway, I won't patronize people watching and tell you what you should and should not be doing. But as I said in my guide video, if you want to
yeah.
call their bluff regarding street bin jousting, you do you.
Yeah.
I'm
I'd
not going
argue
anywhere near it.
I'd argue it's not worth missing the festival.
No,
No, I
of
think if
course
we
it's
watch
not.
it, it will be from a very wide berth at our tent,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
listening to the chaos that ensues.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Anyway, that was Thursday. That's all the Thursday bands. Right, so to the main event, so to speak. As I say, we'll start with the main stage. My first, we're not going to do every single band on every single stage. That would be ridiculous. We're just going to go through the ones that we personally are excited to see. And my
Yeah,
first one is Nervosa.
absolutely.
Fucking incredible Brazilian death infused thrash metal. Their new lineup is one of the, I'm not going to say their best lineup because Fernanda is, of course, an incredible musician, but we'll see more of her later this weekend. But their current lineup, Prika is a fantastic vocalist. Their new album is fucking amazing. So, and they'll play, if when they play Endless Ambition, I'm going to completely lose my mind. Love that song so much. This is going to be such a good start to the weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait, honestly. Like Brazil have just such a great pedigree for bands, historically. And like Nervosa, one of those bands for me that still, even though there's so much of it, it's such a saturated subgenre, you can still make thrash seem fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were,
they blur the line a bit between thrash and death, and I think
Sure.
that
yeah,
really helps them a lot.
yeah.
Could I backtrack quick and say Desert Storm are really good,
Yes, of course you
very
can.
good.
Yes.
Stoner Doom, brilliant. Why do they keep putting the Doom band on a fucking Friday morning? Like, what's wrong with them?
Don't worry, that
Like,
there's plenty of Doom on the
yeah,
EMP
but
stage.
who wants
Yeah.
fucking doom metal at 10 in the morning or whatever it is on the fucking main stage when you're all hungover from the Thursday? But they are brilliant, really cool. If I can stomach getting up that early, I will definitely go check them out.
I mean,
Oh,
we're gonna have to get up early this weekend because there's so much going on. Mike, I know you're excited for the next band as well.
Yeah. Just can I just say on this day, main stage, I'm excited for everyone other than fucking Clutch.
yeah.
Oh, that's not gonna go down well in the comments.
They're just not for me. I can
I don't
appreciate
care.
them. They're just not for me. Anyway, Green Lung, fucking brilliant. I saw them at
Yeah.
Desert Fest a few years ago. Their newest album was my album of the year last year. They are sensational. Sabbath meets Ghost, brilliant live, brilliant, catchy, not doom, but kind of a culty kind of heavy metal kind of stuff. They are absolutely phenomenal. Everyone needs to go and see them. They are brilliant. Last time they played, they were on the Sophie tent and it was packed. So go and see them. They are so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
yeah, their new album's all I know, but it is incredible. I can't believe I slept on it until Mike, you suggested it for your album of the year last year. So, but yeah, it is amazing. So, and yeah, there's plenty of Ghost in it for me. So, and I
Yeah.
love Ghost. So,
It's mainly their newer stuff that's kind of got that ghost tinge. Like Woodland Rights had elements of it, but from that point, the keyboard really came out. That's when it really started to feel like Ghost. But
yeah,
yeah, they're phenomenal.
yeah, it works brilliantly. Who wants to take the next one?
Grand Magus, you got to see them.
Okay.
Okay, you know my bias towards modern metal. I know bugger all about Grand Magus.
They're just they're great. Great. Yeah, it's dad metal. Fuck it. Who cares?
What is it?
It's
Is it
just
like Doom or something?
no, it's kind of that blur between traditional heavy metal with slight doom elements. Kind
Okay.
of, maybe slightly sludge, I guess. But yeah, they're a really influential band. They've been around for fucking ages. I think they've reformed like twice or something like that.
Okay.
Really cool band. Didn't think I was going to see them. So if I can stomach standing at the main stage literally the entire day, then I will definitely be checking them out.
Have they played
They're really good.
Bloodstock recently?
Not in the time we've been there, I
No,
don't think.
I
I
thought
could be
they,
wrong. I
I thought
don't
they
think they
had.
have.
They might well have done. I mean, as I say, I'm not knowledge based on that kind of music, but they have a slight crossover at the end of their set with someone in the Sophie, but of course we'll swing back to that. But one of my most anticipated bands of the whole fucking weekend, Rotting Christ on the main stage.
They are
Th
too low down.
this is going to be fucking epic. They one of the most epic kinda black metal bands that have ever existed. This band know how to write one riff that goes on for 4 minutes, but make it so fucking engaging, so tribalistic, and just it's I can't wait. I fucking love this band. So good. And I've enjoyed their last couple albums, which I know have been a bit divisive amongst the fan base, but I love them as much as their black metal stuff as well. Yeah, fucking love Rotting Christ. I mean, they're called Rotting Christ. Go see them.
It's the most black metal of black metal names, other than
It
it being
is.
something from
Yeah.
Tolkien.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And I'm looking forward to hopefully actually remembering their set this time.
Yes,
That'll be a bonus.
we've seen a
Yeah.
Bloodstock once before, but we don't remember it.
No.
Okay, cool.
My first time seeing them, so
They're fucking
should be
they're
good.
so epic. It would be cool to see them at night, but you know, what can you do? Righty ho. Up next, another legend, the
Yes.
mighty Enslaved,
Fucking
back at
phenomenal.
Bloodstock. I've
Yeah.
saw them once years ago supporting Opeth, and they were incredible. So can't wait to see them again. They're an amazing band.
Yeah. Yeah, they are brilliant. I've never seen them before, so I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to it. I thought we weren't going to go through every band individually.
Well, bands that we want to see. The problem is
Well,
this lineup
there's
is
too many
too good.
bands. There's too many bands.
Bloodstock house favorites Hatebreed are coming back. They always tear the house down. It's not my kind of thing at all, but I cannot deny they put on one hell of a live show and they get the crowd moving like they're headliners. So I'll probably watch from afar, depending on who's on the New Blood that day. Yeah, Hatebreed are just fun. Destroy everything.
Yeah, we saw them at our first ever Bloodstock. And yeah, they're great. They get the crowd going. They've got the anthems, stomping metalcore, kind of metalcore. Yeah, great fun. Really good.
Right, don't care about Clutch. Moving on.
But after Clutch, remember what's happening after Clutch?
After Clutch, I mean, I'm not gonna say thank me, but I have been begging Bloodstock for years. They need to bring Opeth back. I know Opeth have headlined a few times in the past, but never since I've been going. I've seen Opeth twice. I've been to Bloodstock since 2017. I've needed this I've needed my favorite band of all time at my favorite festival of all time for so long now. You're welcome. Fucking Opeth are finally back to headline Bloodstock. Fan requested set, so it should be full of nothing but bangers. This is going to be one hell of a moment for me. I'm not going to lie.
Have you had a peek at what they've been playing on this by request tour?
Well, it's different for every show, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I'm pretty sure the questionnaires they put out was like for all of it because they didn't
Okay.
ask you to say which one are you going to.
All right. Well,
Um,
don't tell me anything. I don't want to
okay,
know.
all right,
I don't want
all
to
right.
know.
It's kind of what you'd expect, is what I'm going to say.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it wasn't a great selection of songs. It was basically all the obvious stuff, so it was almost like, why bother?
I
But
mean, for me, that's perfect because
yeah,
I'm a very, very casual listener of Opeth. I've never seen them live before, but I'm excited. I mean, I'm kind of annoyed that God Has Lament is not an option.
yeah.
And I
Yeah,
kind of just want all of Blackwater Park, but
yeah.
There were quite a few options though, so you never know. You might
not
get three or
not
four.
Bleak. Bleak wasn't on there,
We,
which is a shame.
yeah, Bleak is amazing. I just put if people voted for Burden, why? It's like
It's
it's a great song, but Heir Apparent was an option.
yeah. I'd
You should
much
have
rather
voted
hear
for
that.
that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
You
mean,
fucking nerds.
I'm obviously this like it's an obvious choice, but they are the band I'm most excited for this weekend for Bloodstock. You know, like yourself, Chris. Opeth are my favorite band. I'd say. Just
It's gonna
yeah,
be incredible. And for
yeah.
people who haven't seen Opeth before, who might not know, they're worth seeing alone because Michael Ackerfeld is a really funny frontman. You
Mm,
wouldn't think so, but he's really funny. So definitely go check him out just to see his banter with the crowd because he's really, really good at it.
yeah,
Uh,
it's
that's
great.
that's just gonna complete me. That set. Oh, can't
I
wait.
I get it if it's not people's thing. 11-minute long Swedish prog death metal with folky interludes isn't for everyone. That's fine. They are they're not the most well known or I guess popular I guess modern metal band, but their fans are fucking diehard.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, that's Friday main stage. Let's move on to the Sophie stage. Right, we'll start from the bottom up. I'll jump in with my first one. Burner. I saw them I want to say like a year ago, I think in Bristol.
Mm.
Fucking mental, brutal, punch you in the jaw, heavy metal. If you need your Friday morning wake up, Burner is your one. Fucking ridiculous. Halifron, Halifron. I don't know. This one right here. It's
Okay.
it's like symphonic mellow death with amazing vocals. Like
That sounds
really,
right up my street.
really, really good. Go check them out after we're done with this, Mike. They're really, really good. They clash with the end of well, I say clash. I'm looking at Clash Finder, probably wrong, but it looks like they're going to be sandwiched between Grand Magus and Rotting Christ. But we'll catch some of Halifron if we can. I think that's everything I've got for the Sophie that day. Looking at it, unless you guys have got
I,
anything.
Oh, I've got a few.
I don't know who Wolf are, but I really like
Yeah,
the
I was going to say the same thing. I have no idea who they are, but I've seen their logo a bunch of times. I think previous Bloodstocks.
All
So
right, let's have a look.
I feel like we should check them out if we can.
Oh,
Swedish heavy metal
I,
legend.
I gave these guys a listen a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's really solid, traditional heavy metal.
Yeah,
well, they're
I
from Sweden, so they must be good.
I've seen their logo many times and always thought that's a cool logo, but I've never actually checked them out. But I'm seeing the words Iron Maiden, The Merciful Fate, so that's probably right up my street.
Yeah, I'm in.
To
Yeah,
go
cool.
back, so do you know about what's happened with Eternal Champion?
What's happened?
So their bassist died recently,
Oh shit, I didn't know
but they're
Oh,
that.
still on the lineup and nothing's been said. So I'm led to believe they're still playing. If they are, and you've got nothing going on, go fucking see them.
yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah, good shout there. Didn't know
They're
that.
kind of again kind of traditional heavy metal kind of stuff, so which is also right up my street. So yeah, if I can, I'll definitely go and check them out. Scroll up, Chris. Go and see Eagle. Fucking do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
Avant-garde to the extreme heavy metal. Fucking brilliant.
If I can get in after Opeth, I will. But
That
I'm
tent's gonna be rammed,
yeah, I'll
I
be
think.
right. I'll be right at the front for Opeth. So this one might be one I have to miss. It depends if I can get in.
They're really good.
I
Well,
yeah,
it's a dude. It's a French
yeah.
musician who gets a ban for the live stuff, but it's really fucking insane some of the stuff that he
Yeah.
does.
Some of it is quite funny and amusing. Some of it is really hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah,
Some of it is just like like Camel Mosh Pit is such a great track just to dance to.
yeah,
That
yeah,
tent's going to be fucking chaos.
yeah, definitely.
I managed to get into who was it last?
Candlemass.
I managed to get in for Candlemass
We
after
both did after Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. So, it's doable. And again, every single year, for God's sake, people in the Sophie tent, keep moving. Don't
Yeah,
linger at the entrance, for God's sake. Uh, maybe I can ask the DJs to get me in backstage. Maybe that'll work.
That'd be
Hi,
cool.
hi DJs, if you're watching.
do you know who I am?
Well,
But then they come up to us and go, "Oh my god, Chris from Razor's
Oh yeah,
Edge."
I'll be like, yeah, 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 it's me. Yeah, yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take it. Anyway, right, moving swiftly on.
Sam.
We'll come back to the new blood as I said. But
Okay.
the EMP stage is have been, as far as I know, completely announced. So I'm gonna throw out some ones that I think are really, really cool. Crowley, awesome, filthy hard rock band. It's so good. Check out the track Hell Hath No Fury. Just listen to that, and if you're not convinced, I don't know what to tell you. Really, really good stuff. I'll probably try and catch these guys if I can. Uh, Lost Brethren, they're playing at the beginning of the day. Well, earliest on the EMP. Sci-fi inspired technical brutal death metal, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
as epic as you think. It's kind of like if you like the kind of like Archspire kind of thing, it's a
Mm.
little bit of that. So yeah, definitely go see them. King Kraken, amazing, absolutely amazing. And I've got written in my notes, read the Spotify bio because I've got to share something that I found on there. Hold on.
Okay.
King Kraken, established 2018. South Wales Powerhouse five-piece have a crushing sound.
Hey,
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 I want my
get them on,
royalties. I want
get
my
them on.
royalties, please, boys. Come on the channel and apologize. Thunderous Rhythm section and an absolute tank of a front man. And yeah, the I gave them a listen today, just today, in fact, and their latest album is really good. It's kind of hard rocky, but quite heavy as well. Check out the track Bastard Liar. It's so good. Definitely going to see these guys as well, if we can. Um, Lethal Evil is groovy thrash death kind of thing. They don't have a lot of stuff out at the moment, just a video on their bio, but it gives a good impression. It's quite energetic, so that's perfect for the EMP stage. And MAB, I think, is MAB, MAB,
Mother of all bombs.
maybe. Uh, Weird psychedelic dark gothic metal,
Okay.
which is a vibe. Ollie, if you're watching, this one. Very, very cool. They've been around a long time. They've supported him back in like 2008.
Oh wow. Okay.
Who?
This him,
Him.
the
Not
band,
not her.
HIM, HIM. You must know
Him.
him.
Yeah, I do know him. Yes.
You know him. You know him.
Yeah, him.
Right, okay. Moving swiftly on to
Don't like him.
Saturday. Moving on to Saturday. Ronnie James Dio stage. Cool. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna jump in with my first one. Swing back if I've missed anything. One of my bands of the week. Well, there's a few bands of the weekend on this stage actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Ignia, amazing, Ukrainian metal band. There's elements of symphonic, elements of electronica. Awesome, awesome heavy metal band. Amazing vocalist, and they're from Ukraine. So the fact they've managed to get over here at all
Yeah.
is incredible. So go support these guys for that reason alone. But they've only got two albums out. I've heard them both. They're both amazing. Cannot wait for this one. Check out their newest album. It's amazing.
Cool.
Um, another highlight of the weekend for me. Crypta.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I saw them in Bristol a couple weeks ago. They're simply incredible. Probably one of the best death metal bands on the planet right now.
yeah,
Their album that came out last year, I ranked it, I think, third or fourth best album of the year. Incredible live, incredible musicians. All of them are remarkable at their instruments. Fernanda Lira, one of the best front women in death metal right now.
yeah.
If I'll tell you firsthand, these guys are so good live. Do not miss this one.
Oh, we got Forbidden after
Yes.
Crypta. Forbidden, one of the. I mean, I've had them described as like being from the Bay Area thrash scene, along with obvious bands like Slayer and Exodus, but for some reason they never took off. I don't know if that's not necessarily true, but they do have some great albums. If you like old school thrash, then Forbidden are just amazing.
Uh,
Unleash the Archers.
Unleash the fucking archers.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Their new album's grown on me exponentially since I've heard it. So I hope they play a lot of the new album. But yeah, they've been due to play Bloodstock for many a year. They've had to pull out for various reasons, COVID being one of them. Um, so it it's their time is upon us.
Yeah.
And if you aren't there, what the hell is wrong with you?
It's been a long time coming, and we've been patiently waiting for years for this day to happen, for Unleash the Archers to finally come to Bloodstock. I cannot fucking wait. It's gonna be so fucking good.
So are we excited for Deicide?
Are we even sure he's showing up?
I hope so because I really really want to see it.
There's still time.
He's such a funny fucking man. Like
Oh, I
it's
love him.
just
Yeah,
I love him so much. I mean, he's a prick, but I love him.
yeah.
He's
All jokes aside, those early albums are iconic.
those first three Deicide
Yeah,
albums are untouchable.
they are
They really
iconic for the
good.
genre. And I never thought I would see them live, because of the front man in question. But
Please,
yeah,
can we hold up a placard of a squirrel to see what he does?
it's it will be memorable for sure, and it's a weird bucket list thing to see a death metal band of this stature,
yeah,
who's
one
not
of
like, Cannibal Corpse or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah.
So really looking forward to that.
I haven't heard the new album yet. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's Deicide.
Yeah,
Fair enough. As long as they play off the first three albums, a plenty will be fine.
from what I've seen, that's all they play anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, right. The last three runner bands on the Ronnie, I'm not especially excited for, but I bet it will be massively popular.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Whitechapel. Their first album's quite good if you like really try hard, disgusting deathcore. I might go and check them out. I do still have kind of a soft spot for them. But it's one of those. If I end up missing them, I'm not going to be too upset.
Yeah, on the echelon of deathcore,
Mm,
they were one of the big codifiers of that genre, unless I'm mistaken. So they kind
yeah,
of do feel much more fresh than a lot of bands that followed in their wake. But I like a lot of the modern deathcore that's coming out right now. Not necessarily this kind, um, but a lot of people have been excited for this one. So I really hope that it delivers. Although I'm not a fan, especially of the music, but I cannot lie. I am mighty inspired by how much Malevolence have risen up the
yeah.
ranks of this festival in a couple years. It's truly incredible what these boys have managed to do in such a short space of time. It's amazing.
They're one of the only hardcore bands that I genuinely would say I'm a fan of.
Well, maybe this will be a chance for me to give them a fair swing on a sub
I,
headline slot.
I can't say I really know any of their stuff. It's not my thing,
I
straight
think
up.
I think the reason I got put off initially was when they first played, which I think was 2022, maybe
2021.
maybe 2021. The song they had as an example on their Bloodstock bio, I didn't like at all, like at all. But I am reliably informed that this band is incredible for a hardcore band. So maybe I need to give them their dues one day. Maybe this weekend I'll go check them out if I'm not doing something else. Because as I say, it's absolutely remarkable what they've been able to do, and all the respect to them for that. So yeah, every year there's a controversial one. Here we go. Let's talk about architects.
I'm not
So
interested at all.
until maybe about a year ago, I would have said, okay, the new album's not great, but generally speaking, Architects are actually pretty good, very good live. However, all the new shit they've released since they've been announced has been the most safe, boring, easy metalcore I've ever fucking heard. Like everything before it, they had this really kind of cool technical edge to it. And what's his surname?
Carter.
Sam Carter's clean vocals had still had this real false chord rasp to them, and it sounded amazing. Their new songs, however, is just generic, boring metalcore, and I can't stand it. So I'm very much in two minds about seeing them. I saw them probably about 14 years ago in a basically a glorified cafe and of a capacity of about
Sub 89.
yeah, a capacity of about 200 people, and it was very good. Um, and then they released a few more albums which were very good. But what they've done in the last few years has really not been my thing.
It's
So
so
I'm very much in two minds about seeing them.
they're such an enigma of a band to me because their album All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us is flawless.
Yeah,
Absolutely flawless. One of the best metalcore albums ever made. Holy Hell, also really, really good. And then it went weird. They
yeah,
just, I mean, they shifted their style to a more stadium metal band, which I didn't like that out the album that came out after Holy Hell, forgetting what it's called. But I did concede in that review, this will go down amazing live, which I'm hoping because that's where the song Animals came from, I think,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
like a
yeah, it
big
is.
live staple. So that will go down amazing. The newest album, it's just
I was
nothing.
I was listening to bits of it the other week or whatever, just trying to hear some of their new stuff to try and
Yeah.
get into it. And Rosie was like, "I didn't know you like Bring Me the Horizon."
That's as ironic, considering Bring Me the Horizon now sound nothing fucking like
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, that being said, um, I do think these days festivals need to shout out the stuff that's getting big in the scene. Architects are not a new band, but they are new to this size of booking, I guess. And
yeah.
festivals need to move forward. And as I mentioned in the Scene Queen review, this stuff ebbs and flows. Genres change, genres evolve. The big bands in the scene are going to go down this kind of path. Architects are huge. They're right on the pocket for what metal is these days, like it or not. So I totally get why Bloodstock have booked them, and I really hope they put on a good show. I have faith that they will. So I will catch some of
Yeah.
Architects, and I won't be leaving early because I'm a snob. I'm leaving early because of who's playing on the Sophie immediately after them, which we'll come back to.
I mean, the thing is with Architects, I get why they're headlining. I I don't know. For me, it's my fourth time at Bloodstock this year, and it's the first time I've gone where I've thought, out of the three headliners, one of them I'm not planning to see at all. Like last year, Killswitch Engage, I watched some of it. I wasn't really that fussed. But this year, I've just gone, I'm not planning on seeing Architects. Whereas the 2 years before, the three headliners I've had both years, then it was like, I have to watch all of their sets. But like I said, I get why Architects are there, and it makes sense that they're headlining. So fair enough. People like them. Like, cool.
I hope they go down really well because there's a lot of cynicism around when Parkway Drive headlined, which got quite vitriolic.
Yeah,
But then they played and they tore the house down. So maybe it's another one of them. We'll see what happens.
could be, could be.
Right, moving on to the Sophie. Um, Gonna start off. Tell me if I've jumped ahead. Unpeople are fun. It's
Cauldron.
Cauldron.
Check out Cauldron. That's all I'll say. They're really good.
So Unpeople have been announced in the lineup for a while now, but I hadn't checked them out. However, they are also playing Arctangent straight after Bloodstock, which I will be going to. So I checked them out for that. It's not pop punk, but it's kind of that clean singing punk thing with some thunderous riffs in it. It's kind of bizarre, but I call me intrigued. I might go see it if I've got the time. Again, not going to talk about everyone.
Yeah,
So,
that does sound quite broad.
It's interesting. I will say so. It is interesting. They're playing Arc Tangent. You don't get an Arc Tangent if you're boring. Um,
Sure, sure.
who's going to see Mimi Barks?
No,
I don't know any of it, to be honest.
nope.
I have all the respect in the world for Bloodstock for going for it.
Yeah.
They're booking a trap artist to play
What?
Bloodstock. Have you not heard it, Ruben?
I've never had any of a. Is it a band or is it a person?
It's
It's
a
a solo
person.
solo artist. It's trap
I've
metal.
I've never heard any of their stuff.
It's trap.
But trap metal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Metal.
metal's metal. Like, fine, whatever.
It's metal by aesthetic, I would say.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
fair play to Bloodstock for going for it.
Excuse me if that sounded harsh, but
Fair play
that's
to
just
me.
how I see it.
Fair play to Mimi Barks for showing up at a metal festival. I mean, you know the stereotype about metalheads.
Mm.
I'm sure she'll go down really, really well. Don't get me wrong. But it is a bit out there. But sometimes it's nice to be. Bloodstock like to be out there with like one or two bands here and there. As long as the rest of the
Yeah.
lineup is what you would need it to be, fair play. Have some wild cards. No complaints from me there. I probably
Yeah.
won't see it because it's not my thing. But if it is your thing, go check it out.
Do you know what is my thing? Red
Red
rum.
rum.
Red Rum.
Fuck yes. We saw them in Birmingham. How long ago was that, Chris? I was at
Oh,
uni
that was
still.
2016 or something?
Yeah, fuck.
2015?
We knew nothing about them. They came on and we were very drunk. They were
One of
brilliant.
one of
They
the
were so good.
one of the best live bands in the country. So
That's just again, I
good.
don't really know any of their songs, but it doesn't matter. I know I'm gonna have a great time.
It's
Uh,
folk pirate metal, but one of their biggest attractions at every show they do is they do a rendition of Taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
Okay.
So if you're free,
Yeah.
go see Red Rum
yeah,
because they're
do it.
fucking fun.
Great fun.
So much fun.
I tell you a pirate band I want to see at Bloodstock.
Uh-oh.
Swashbuckle.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say the Forbidden Band.
No, fuck that. Ugh. They were
Yeah.
shit. No,
What
yeah,
about
Swashbuckle.
what about
Did I-
Lagerstein? Is that a pirate metal
I'm
band?
not aware of.
Lagerstein?
That sounds like a swashbuckling, a German beer hall band.
I think they're Australian. I could be wrong. But
Okay.
anyway, we're digressing. Awesomeville, Motorhead ripoff.
Oh, that's harsh. That's
Oh,
harsh.
come on.
There's a
They
lot of
sound
bands here.
exactly no, 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 no. It's a whole Greta Van Fleet thing again. It sounds
Oh,
they sound exactly like Motorhead.
What's wrong with filling a hole?
Nothing. I'm just saying it's Motorhead. That's all it is.
I
That's
want
all
to
it
see.
is.
I want to see Combi Christ.
No, I
I
don't.
I like Combi Christ.
I think they're all
No.
right. I might check
They've
them out.
got rid of their dickhead band member, so we're all square. But
Good.
it's like it's really thudding industrial, like really really cool aesthetic. Again, Ollie, if you're watching, Combi Christ, get it on your list. Um,
I
I
do like me some industrial.
I think there'll be loads of fun. Nothing in compared to who's coming after.
Yes, I need to fucking see Silosis. I've missed them so many times. I've seen them once actually live years ago. I mean, years and years and years and years ago, before I was even 18. I saw them live, and I could have seen them at Download. I could have seen them at Bloodstock. They've pulled out Bloodstock a few times because of COVID and whatnot. I need to see them. They probably clash with a shit deathcore band on the main stage that I don't care about. So, so I am definitely going to go and see them. It's long overdue.
I'm so glad that I've got someone at the comment section can declare a villain that's not me. Because I'm the face of
No,
this channel. I have to read this shit.
no,
Did you
I don't.
see those Scene Queen comments? Jesus Christ. Uh,
Well,
there was some
welcome
nice
to
ones.
YouTube.
There was mostly positive, a couple dickheads. So I'll be dropping out of Architects early. Saturday has a habit of doing that kind of thing, of making us drop out of the headliner ready to go see the Sophie headliner. Because this year, what were you thinking, Bloodstock? Corporal Clarny are going to burst that tent at its seams.
Corp Clanky.
Corp
Corp Clanky.
Clanky, Corp Clanky are that tent's going to be under lockdown. They're going to have to block it off. There's going to be so many people in that tent. Corp Clarny are one of the most fun folk metal bands that have ever walked the earth. The new album is a Corpaclani album, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's not really much to say. It's just gonna be a fucking blast.
It's just imagine like I can only imagine seeing Corporate Carney live as like Bilbo's birthday scene, but on
Yeah.
steroids.
That's a very, very good analogy, Ruben. I'm gonna use that. We have to be pissed when this starts. We
Oh
have
fuck
to be.
yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Jumping over New Blood again, to EMP stage. I just got my notes up because I heard all these bands today. Public Executions, Grindcore. And they've got a song called Ah for Fuck's Sake.
Nice.
That's like that is genius.
No,
So
I'm always up for Grindcore.
Parting with Origin, really cool metalcore band. So if you're into your metalcore, go check that one out. Flamebearer, doom tinged heavy metal. When I say doom tinged, it's like not a lot of doom in there. It's just a bit of trimmings here and there over some really, really cool heavy metal, which is really, really fun. Rupture Farms.
Who?
Rupture Farms.
Is that a
So
band or a sponsor?
right here.
Integrity Farms. Rupture
Rupture
Farms.
Rupture Farms are a new metal band,
Okay.
um, but it's thunderously heavy. But the vocals are hip hop. They're rapped, and I don't mean in the new metal way, like Mike Shinoda or what's that dickhead called?
Fred Durst.
Fred
It
Durst.
does.
Fuck Limp Bizkit. No, like proper hip hop, like actual hip hop. Normally that would cause me to run a mile. However, I checked out this band just today. They've got, oops, sorry. I checked out this band just today, and they've got a song called Crash Test Dummies.
Mm.
And I was like, that is awesome. Like, genuinely, so good. They've taken the aggression that comes from the tonality and the aesthetic of hip hop and paired it with heavy metal. It's so cool. Such a good idea. It's kind of like Hacktivist, but instead of gent, it's new metal. It's if I've got time, I'm definitely going to see Rupture Farms. Really, really good.
But
Complete surprise.
when you say hip hop though, what hip hop is really broad. Because I
Um,
like a lot of like the 80s and 90s sort of gangster
well,
stuff.
well, well, check out this is for you, Ruben, everyone watching. Check out the song "Crash Test Dummies" by Rupture Farms. It should give you a good idea of what this sounds like. It's so heavy with those vocals on it. It was a complete surprise to me when I discovered this. So if I've got time, I'm definitely going to see this band because it's such a cool idea. Um, Lurcher, really cool. Alt post metal, just fun,
Cool.
awesome, really,
Nice.
really good. And I'm talking about every single EMP band because they deserve it because they're, low down on the bill. I want to shout about them.
Yeah.
Cool. So moving on to the last day. How this has gone on way too long. Kicking it off with so Raised by Owls. They
Yeah.
love they love putting ridiculous grindcore bands up first on the Sunday. Um,
Do
this
they?
band,
Is that a
well,
thing?
it has happened. Well, maybe not Sunday. Fetal Juice, I think, the Friday,
That was a
maybe.
Friday. Yeah.
But anyway, uh, Raised by Owls have been putting out some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on their socials. Go watch their socials. These guys are geniuses. It's so good. Their song, "I'm sorry I wore a dying fetus shirt to your gender reveal party," is genuinely a brilliant song. Loved it. Because some of their stuff is your generic 30-second grindcore, which, to be honest, is not my thing. But they're more actual songs, for lack of a better term, are really, really, really good. And again, these guys have been climbing the ranks of Bloodstock for a very long time. So it's awesome to see them finally play the main stage, and I cannot wait for this one. No matter how tired I'll be, I will be there.
The Sunday morning slot is a strange choice, I think, for them.
Yeah.
At a tough slot. A tough slot. I've seen many bands with almost no crowd at all at that slot. That's why we'll be there to go crazy for Raised by Owls.
In body, if not in mind, that's for sure. So,
Michael, what do you know about Culture Shock?
culture show. Well, the guy from Sepultura is in it, the bassist, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
is he? Oh, wow.
yeah, apparently so. Anyway, I can't say I know anything from this act, and I find it kind of strange that someone from such a legendary band is playing so low fucking down on the bill. He's actually playing the Face Bar in Reading, which is fucking hilarious.
What the
It's just a
hell?
tiny venue.
Yeah, that's a pub.
I can't say I know anything about them. They might be good, but it's the bloke from Sepultura, if that piques your interest in any form.
Sure.
Fair enough. Is it pronounced Soen?
I
I was
don't
going to
know.
ask you this. Is it Sen?
Is it
Soon?
Soen? Like I'm sewing?
Sean?
Sean.
Shui
Let's call
Shuyin?
them Sean for
They're
here
they're
on out.
they're Swedish, aren't they?
They're Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swedish-based prog metal band. I'm a casual fan of this band, but it should, in theory, be right up my street. Swedish prog metal, Opeth. So
Mm.
yeah, could be a chance for me to get to know them a bit better. And I've seen a lot of people really excited for this one, so definitely go see Shuin.
Sean.
Shuin. Michael, I'll let you take this one.
Oh, for God's sake, see Beast in Black. If you like your power metal with every type of cheese imaginable and synths up your
Like
ass,
80s
yeah,
cheese.
more simps than you can shake a stick at. Just go fucking see this band. They are so good live. They are brilliant.
You
I
know
can't
what's
wait for this.
you know
That
what's
sounds fun.
hilarious? That Mike, you're a massive fan of this band. I've seen them twice,
Yeah, I know you have. I know, but
and they are amazing
yeah,
live,
yeah,
fucking incredible live. So go see Beast in Black. I mean, if you're a power metal fan, you've already booked them and Unleash the Archers as your go-to bands of the weekend. They're going to be so much fun. Ugh, we've been wanting them to play for years.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
finally happened.
yeah. Can't wait for that. That'll be really good.
So the next band after Beast in Black, I think all three of us are very, very excited for this one.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. Septic Flesh from one of two amazing extreme metal bands from Greece on
I
this
thought it
list.
was shit's fired.
Shit's for shots fired.
Shit's fucked.
It's actually pronounced.
I love it. If you search them on Google, it says septic flesh, formerly known as septic flesh, because now they don't put a space in it.
Yeah,
So,
so it's they used to be Septic Flesh and now they're Septic
septic
Flesh.
flesh.
I just say Septic Flesh. That's
Jokes aside, fantastic band. Their
yeah.
last three albums have been game-changing in the world of symphonic death metal. Just so fucking good. They'll play Portrait of a Headless Man, and my head will come off from headbanging. The new album is fucking amazing. I say new album came out a couple of years ago now. I fucking love this band. If there's any chances at all they can bring a full orchestra, please do it. Night Flight Orchestra, I don't get the hype.
I know one song.
Yes,
I
yes,
like the song, but I
absolutely.
know one song.
I don't get the
Is it,
hype.
is it Chardonnay Nights?
No, it's Satellite.
Oh, that is a banger as well.
That is actually a banger.
Because I genuinely really love stuff like Earth, Wind, and Fire and just proper disco. Like Night Flight are just that all over. But you know, we were discussing a while ago why do they keep getting booked at Bloodstock? Um, you know who's in the band? What other bands they either are in or used to be in?
It's gonna be something like uh Carcass or something.
So two of the members are from Soilwork. The bass player used to be well, is in Arch Enemy and used to be in Merciful Fate.
What?
Yeah. So apparently they were just like on tour with each other's bands and went, why don't we start a disco band? And they went, yeah, right. Just did it.
Oh, okay, maybe I should see him after all.
It's gonna be so fun though.
Okay,
Satellite is an absolute banger. That is a really good
Mm,
song.
let's put it this way: if there's any kind of clash at all, then I'm not.
ah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll
no,
take Beast in Black for my 80s cheese any day of the week.
mm,
Any day of the week.
fair enough.
The big one.
Hang
Carcass.
on. I'm
Carcass.
surprised. I'm surprised, given your love of Ferocious Dog, that you're not more excited for Flogging Molly.
They're nothing like Ferocious Dog.
It's
It's quite
punky
similar.
folk. It's
Yeah,
so similar.
it's not punky enough.
It's very punk. What are you on
No,
about?
no, Ferocious Dog's better.
All right, fine. Talk about Carcass.
So, what more can be said about Carcass? It's
One of the most important extreme metal bands. I say extreme metal because they release one of the most important seminal grindcore or gore grind albums, and then later on they release one of the most seminal and important melodic death metal albums.
they've cemented two of the biggest subgenres just on their own. It's-
And
uh,
almost all their albums are amazing.
yeah, they release an album like once every like 6 years or something.
Yeah,
But Surgical Steel is incredible.
yeah,
Torn Arteries is incredible.
yeah.
Heartwork, absolute
The
masterpiece.
artwork is an
One of
absolute
the best, one of the best metal
classic.
albums of all time.
Yeah,
Absolutely love this band. I had the chance to see them in Bristol recently, but I couldn't make it.
this is
Gutted.
my third time seeing them.
I've never
Yeah,
seen them. Never
no,
seen them.
they're good. They're really good.
To my ever living shame, download 2016, I think it was. It was Carcass or Rise Against, and I was a teenager, so I saw Rise Against. Don't look at me like that, Ruben.
Shut down your channel right now.
Yeah,
I
myself,
like Rise Against.
me and
Okay,
Sean
leave
went
me
and saw.
alone.
We went and
Leave
saw
me alone.
Carcass. We also went and saw Testament, and none of you fuckers were there either when we were at
Why would you
download.
not
I
go and see
can't.
this?
Ruben, I was 16. I didn't know any better.
Not an excuse.
Hey, if it was to happen, if I was to do it all over again, I'd of course see Carcass over Rise of fucking Against. But I like Rise Against. Leave me alone. Don't gatekeep me. Closing the Ronnie James Dio stage. They're back. I'm on a off.
Yes, I've heard a lot of people kind of go like, "What, them again?"
What do
Really,
you
but
mean
I'm
them
really
again? They
excited.
haven't played since 2017.
I've not seen them before, so I'm really excited.
They
I've
are.
genuinely heard a few people saying like, seen them like 5 times, but I've
Is it?
never seen them.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I've seen them. This will be my third time seeing them, but they are
mm,
fucking brilliant live.
It's been interesting because there was a period in like 2017, 2018 where they were like the biggest metal band on the planet. And then
yeah,
they've sort of faded away again a little bit. So now they've come out of nowhere to headline Bloodstock. I can understand people think it's a bit of a, oh, okay, well, why them? And I'll tell you why. Because they're one of the best live bands on the planet. They are
yeah,
incredible, and they're going for the world record Viking rowing. So if you're at no matter where you are in the crowd, you better start rowing when he
Even if you're in
tells
the
you to.
campsite, start rowing.
When you hear him shout, "Row," start rowing.
put your back into that oar.
Put your
So
back into the oar.
it would be quite a special moment for me because this, for family reasons, could be my last Bloodstock for a few years. The first ever
Yeah,
headliner I ever saw at Bloodstock was a Monomath. And now this could be the last headliner I see for a number of years. Think of that.
Michael, Michael, we are bringing baby sounds to
Yeah,
Bloodstock.
yeah. As soon as they can walk, they're coming with.
off you go.
Yeah, yeah.
God, please, just into the wall of death. Look at him go. Yeah.
Get them on the
Or
get them on the
she,
bins.
or
Or
she,
she, or
or
she,
she.
or them.
Get them on the bins.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
them on the pits. Go
The
flying
bins
Fine,
are
they
like,
weigh nothing. They'll just bounce off
and knock
everything.
down castle walls. Just
Yeah. Launch the trebuchet.
oh god.
baby sounds. Oh, anyway,
I
yes,
might get emotional during
it's going to be
one and a
very
half.
emotional,
Yeah.
definitely. Anyway, Sophie Stage for Sunday. This is out of date. Bloodstock, please fix it. But so where Rugian, I think it's how it's pronounced, and Osaya, as far as I'm aware, they are switching places. Rugian are out, and replacing them is Moon Reaper.
Yes.
I'm just gonna stick a Moon Reaper logo on there so people can hammer the point home. Moon Reaper are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely well deserved.
They supported Crypta when I saw them in Bristol. That's how fucking good they are. They were the best New Blood band last year by far, and now they're back to do this year's Sophie stage. My point being, Moon Reaper are playing early on the Sunday on the Sophie stage. For God's sake, if you had to see any Sophie band this weekend, go see Moon Reaper. They are fantastic. Right. Anyone,
Wow.
my
So
oh,
Osai are actually quite good. So their old stuff is dumb deathcore, basically. But I saw them open for Cattle Decapitation a few years back, and their new stuff starts to lean a bit more towards that tech death kind of
oh,
thing. It's still deathcore, but a bit more technical and a bit more thought out. Their
I
new
might
stuff, at least.
I might have to check that out if it doesn't clash with Beast in Black.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Yeah, cool. Mind if I jump ahead to Anchor?
Go for it.
Yeah.
So I think Anchor are gonna surprise a lot of people. It's I've seen them described as a mix between Spirit Box and Paramore. I think that's a bit of a weird comparison to make. I would say
Yeah.
if I was to describe them, it's like Spirit Box but better. So cards on the table, I didn't like the first Spirit Box album very much. I did like their EP that came out last year, but that's besides the point. Anchor are a awesome modern metal band with members from various different countries. But it's I think it's going to be a hard sell because it's very overly catchy, quite synthy. Again, it
Mm.
leans a little bit into the Spirit Box kind of thing. But I think their EP that came out, that's been sort of drip fed over the last year is really solid modern heavy metal, like really modern. So if that's your kind of thing, don't miss Anchor. I think they could be one of your favorites of the weekend if we're talking serious.
Nice.
I don't think
That's
Michael
cool.
Rubin will like him very much.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'll catch him
So
if I can, but there'll probably be a clash. But anyway,
so two bands in a row on this stage I'm really excited for. Sadus are fantastic. I know Chris, you're a fan.
I only recently discovered them. I say discovered. I only recently found them for the first time, and I was like, where have these guys been all my life?
Yeah,
Loved it,
yeah.
loved it. Their new stuff is really really cool. I like it a lot. Same for the next band actually.
Yeah, you excited for Zentrix?
If there weren't probably almost certainly clashing with Carcass.
Ah, that's a point. I mean, Zen like Forbidden, they are one of the more underrated sort of thrash bands from their scene. You know, just I don't know. Is it technical thrash kind of?
Um, it's definitely got more going for it than those raw thrash albums for sure.
Yeah. No,
But
they're great. If you like thrash, then you've got no reason not to go see them.
it's very high octane Sophie stage on the Sunday, I must say.
Yeah,
A lot of cool shit.
my poor
Um, Infected
head.
Rain, I really, really like. Definitely going to clash with Carcass, like almost guaranteed.
Mm,
So I'm a bit gutted about that. Um, but they are, they are coming to the UK in a few months, apparently. So maybe I'll swing by. I don't really fancy going to London for it, though. But I really like Infected Rain. I think they've got some great riffs, incredible vocalist. So no doubt they'll be really, really popular if you're not into Carcass. So definitely go see Infected Rain if Carcass are not your jam. And I don't know any Satyricon.
Oh, mate, you got to see them.
I will
You
Satiric,
see
have to
them.
see them.
I'll
man.
definitely see them.
They're so, 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 so good.
Is it black
Yes.
metal?
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
They
showing
they
my
they
modern bias here.
they were they were there during the second wave,
I thought you were
and
going to say Second World War.
no, the second wave of black metal, and they are a Norwegian band, so that makes them Norwegian black metal. They didn't seem to quite get to the lofty heights of, say, your Mayhems and your Emperors, but they are still absolutely brilliant. Really, really cool.
Yeah. What a band to close the festival as
That's an
well.
interesting closing
Fucking
choice.
hell.
Yeah.
It's one final act of brutalization.
And Frank Bellows bassist for them at the moment. So that'll be
Okay.
the
Oh
guy from
yeah.
Yeah,
Anthrax.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anthrax, one of my favorite bands of all time. So that'll be really cool. There's going to be lots of fire, I imagine.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll definitely catch some if I can, or I'll be shattered because, kind of arctangent 2 days later. Fuck my
It's
life.
dude, Terracon. Like you'll listen to some of it later on, and then you'll regret not seeing them.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. That's always the way. There's always a couple of those every year.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. EMP for the Sunday. Let's get up the notes.
Yeah.
So, Warp Stormer, Stoner Thrash. If
Cool.
that doesn't tickle your fancy, don't know what will. Now, Flogging Molly, not my thing. Gallowgate Murders, on the other hand, much more up my street.
That's a
Folk,
sensational band name.
it's like Celtic punk folk, but
Okay. Cool.
done in the way I'd want it to be done. So, of all the EMP bands, this is the one I'm really excited for. So definitely gonna try and get to them if I can. Goblin Smoker, Stoner Doom, and
Really?
their new album is about the Toad King. So Froglord, you've got a mortal enemy. So you're gonna have to hook up with Goblin
Yeah.
Smoker, Froglord. So, but yeah, it's
Goblin
cool.
Lord,
It's cool. It's
Frog.
I mean, Stoner Doom's not really my thing. But if it is, this is pure Stoner Doom. So if that tickles your fancy, definitely go see it. Uh, yes, Sin. I've written noise, fury, riffs, and massive in my notes.
Nice.
So that should tell you all you need to know. And Lloyd's Trip is traditional rock slash metal.
That's a terrible band name.
What's the guy going to like draw some money out or something?
Yeah, we're gonna go to a
No,
trip to
right?
Lloyd's.
I reckon it's a guy called Lloyd and had a really bad acid trip.
Or he just stumbled.
I just
Lloyd's Trip. It sounds like a
uh,
children's storybook about a monkey that escapes from the zoo or
one
something.
day
Yeah.
Lloyd
Monkey
went to
called
the
Lloyd.
zoo. Every year we look at let's have a look. Let's look at the bio.
Oh God.
Arriving from mean
Oh,
forgotten streets
What?
of Northern Industrial Way. Oh, that's gonna have to get blurred. Hailing from South
rock
Yorkshire,
heavy rock and roll band.
guitarist James Allen, branded together as decades ago, the shared love of Blue Oyster Cult, Sabbath, Motorhead, and Budgel.
Budgie.
Bud
Pudgy.
oh,
Fucking
is that an
idiot.
I? Is that an I?
Budgel.
Budgel.
Oh,
Pudgy, right?
yeah, that's an I.
Budgel.
Budgel. Oh, look, Weird Chris, how apt.
Corporate
uh,
Clanky and Budgel.
Cork
Clanky and
Clanky.
Budgel. Anyway, it's like um traditional rock, traditional metal. If that
Okay.
you know what sad I mean. It's fun. Right.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Budgel.
Let's save my integrity. And right, so New Blood, as we said, has not been they've not put them in their respective days. I don't even know if this is the layout it's going to end up being. It probably will get moved around or something, but I have got a Google Doc. Let me just open it up now. And I've written down all the New Blood bands that I am excited for that will be
Yeah.
happening across the weekend. I don't know if you guys have done the same.
No, I've not had time.
There's
I'll
a there's a
follow
couple
you.
there's a couple that I'm specifically excited for.
Right, I've got more than a couple. So Ruben, you go first.
So obviously I don't know what days they're on, but Atom Smasher from my hometown of Plymouth.
Yes,
Off the back of
amazing.
their album Blindsided, which is awesome. Please open with the 13-minute title track, guys, because I know you'll watch this video, Connor. Play that song first. Yeah, just great kind of proggy death thrash sort of stuff. Very well deserved win, lads. So definitely could come see you guys. The other one is of course Frog Lord. Like, come on, it's Frog Lord. What the fuck is that not to love?
Is that
Lord
it?
of Frogs.
Is that it?
Yeah. The rest of
Okay.
them would be what I normally do at this festival, where I just go in and discover a band because it's the best bar at the festival, and then I'm like, oh, this band are fucking sick. I'm gonna watch them for a bit.
Right. I've gone on record on Instagram, and I truly do not mean any disrespect to all the bands that have played New Blood over the years since I've been going to Bloodstock. This is the highest standard I have ever seen at the New Blood stage. These bands are insane this year. Genuinely. If you have any gap in your schedule ever, go to the New Blood. There'll be something amazing going on. It's so good. I almost feel bad singling some out because it's not fair to the others, but fuck it. There are some incredible bands that you need to go see on this stage. So Final Coil, which I believe are actually there on the screen there, amazing progressive post metal. Sounds huge, enormous. Definitely going to check these guys out. Divided by Design, I've written instrumental brilliance. It's if you like your sort of technical instrumental metal, but don't quite like it as ridiculous as Animals as Leaders, definitely go see Divided by Design. It's got a lot of hooks and very epic scope for an instrumental band, so definitely go see those guys. Uh, Kensi, I think is how it's pronounced. Kensei. Really solid modern metalcore, like really thudding, awesome, huge metalcore. One of the better metalcore bands, basically. I do like metalcore. I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
Um, Sathamel. Michael, you're going to want to see this one. Blackened death metal of the highest caliber. It's huge, utterly huge. Go listen to them when we're done here. Sathamel, amazing, amazing band. Um, Biomechanimal. That's biomechanimal. Uh,
Okay.
really cool industrial music, in like industrial. There's like a lot of I guess like dance beats. That's probably not right, but go listen to Biomechanical before the fest. You'll get what I mean. Really, 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 really good. Who else? Who else? Acadian? Acadian?
Katie.
Akadian. Oh, they're on there already. Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, I can see them there.
Epic heavy metal. There's bits that reminded me of Cattle Decapitation. There's bits that reminded me of Gajira. There's a lot of cool shit going on. These guys are fucking awesome. I almost feel like the New Blood is too small for them because they sound absolutely incredible. Atom Smasher, as Ruben said, absolutely amazing new album. Go listen to it. Let's see. Dead Flesh. It's modern deathcore, but it's not your dumb deathcore. It's really, really. It gave me like early Slipknot vibes. If Slipknot, if so, you got the first Slipknot album. You've got Iowa,
Yeah.
which is a little bit heavier. Imagine if they went heavier again. That's what that's what Dead Flesh sound like. And the song Bodies Upon Bodies has been stuck in my head for weeks. So thanks for that, lads. But no, seriously, Dead Flesh, amazing deathcore band. Go check them out. Disposable are so fucking good. I've written thrash, but that does not tell the whole story. Go listen to their new EP. There are so many cool ideas going on in that thing. It's such a good EP. Definitely going to see these guys if I can. Um, and finally, Route Zero. I don't know how to describe this. I've written ethereal metal in my notes, but again, that does not tell the whole story. These guys are so original. It's a bit of post, but there are some incredible clean vocals, incredible gutturals, amazing instrumentation. This is probably my new blood band of the weekend, for the one I recommend above all others, and Froglord, of course. But yeah, Route Zero, for God's sake, go see these guys if you can. And then, of course, Bristol winners, Froglord. I know those guys very, very well. They're absolutely incredible. Your sludgy doom metal with an incredible aesthetic, loads and loads of fun, and great attention to detail in the aesthetic as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, breathe. The Bloodstock's New Blood this year is ridiculously good. So for God's sake, go see as many of them as you can. It's the best I've ever seen this stage out Bloodstock. Anyway, I think that about does it. As always, we'll just keep this to the main stage, just for the sake of time. Mike, pick one band
Oh, fuck off.
on the main stage on each day.
Man. Green Lung, Unleash the Archers, Beast in Black. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Ruben,
Well, obviously, Friday's going to be Opeth for me. Saturday, Deicide. Sunday, maybe Carcass. Either Carcass, Septic Flash, or Monomath.
and I'm going to go Opeth, Crypta, and Carcass. If you just see those bands and Moon Reaper and Frog Lord, you'll have had an amazing weekend. So there we go. That finally just about does it. Let's stop sharing quickly so I can say our farewells. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, Ruben, for joining me. I'll see you both at Bloodstock. For
Yes.
everyone watching, thank you so much for sticking through this thing. Please comment down below on who you are looking forward to at Bloodstock. Who have we missed out? Who should we go see? Who do you recommend? If you see us wandering the site of Bloodstock, please feel free to come and say hello. So yeah, hope to see you all at Bloodstock. Hope you have an incredible time. But until that day comes, go listen to some amazing heavy metal and we'll see you in the next video.